Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm a sleepy gal. I'm feeling sleepy. I'm feeling the winter. The winter continues. It's been a cold week here in Toronto and I am just needing some makeup to inject some warmth, to inject some brightness, to brighten my soul and my feelings on this fine day. So there's actually been a few really exciting makeup launches that have made their way into my hands, and I just wanted to have a general sit down, chat with you guys, and get ready using some new products, have a good old makeup chat, and hopefully at the end of it we'll be feeling extra fabulous and doused with some warm, glow-giving makeup. So that's the plan today, guys. Before we get into the makeup, I did want to talk about the jewelry because a portion of today's video is very kindly sponsored by Masoma. You guys know I love Masoma. I've been wearing their jewelry for so long, and there are so many pieces from Masoma that I wear on the daily, but they've actually recently come out with a really exciting new chubby hoop launch. Ah! Look at these little angels. You guys know how much I love my gold jewelry. You know how much I love Masoma, and this launch has excited me so greatly, and I feel very thankful and grateful that Masoma is working with me on the launch of the chubby hoops. So I'm going to be wearing those today, guys. I wanted to show you the new beautiful launch, and these are actually 18 karat gold vermeil, which is beautiful. These are stunning. So I have the medium hoops and also the mini hoops, and then I also have these little Baya little mini hoops, and I have 3 holes in my ears, so I thought it'd be fun to kind of do a stack of all of them. So Masoma, thank you so much for sending these on. I am going to put the medium ones in the main hole. That's the little stack there together. How cute does this look? I'm so thrilled. I have a few mini hoops and whatnot, but I actually really appreciate that Masoma has brought out these still like small and subtle hoops, but they are more bold and chubby, which I just appreciate so much. And I really love how those 3 work together. I think that's so stunning. Oh, it's so pretty. I love that. I love how they stack. One final piece I wanted to mention. I don't know if it's gonna be too much with what we've got going on here, but I'm really excited because I've never actually been a cuff person. I've had 2 piercings be unsuccessful in my cartilage. I had my rook and then, what is this, the conch, whatever the center one is. And my intention when I got this one pierced was to be able to do the hoop over, and it never healed, and I ended up taking both of these out. So I've had 2 failed cartilage piercings on this ear in particular. And this is the claw cuff from Masoma, and I actually already tried this on. It does fit, which I'm thrilled about because I've never been able to achieve this look, but I just want to see. Oh, it's kind of, is it too much? No, I don't feel like it looks too much, actually. I think it's kind of cute. I just don't know which way you go. Does this one go inside here? Oh, so maybe the claw is supposed to be out. Oh, that's really fun. Oh my God, look at us. We are cuffed women. Yeah, that's a little claw cuff. That's so cute. Oh, yay. Okay guys, so that is the earring stack of the day, my friends. I'm so excited to have these in my daily rotation. If you guys wanted to shop the new chubby hoop collection, I'm gonna leave the links to each of the products that I am wearing below. I'm also wearing my full Masoma lineup here. So I'll link some of my favorite bracelets and some of my favorite necklaces below for you guys to shop. Again, thank you so much to Masoma for partnering with me today on this beautiful new collection. So this is the jewelry I'm donning today, my friends. Let us get into the makeup. I'm so parched, I'm so dry, my lips are just cracking apart. I'm gonna give myself a little spritz of I can't speak today. MAC Coconut Fix Plus. This is the spray that I keep on hand on my everyday vanity. And then this is a lovely new launch from BIOSSANCE. This is the Squalane and Rose lip balm here. I really love the packaging. The color is so cute. And my lips absolutely need some love and nourishment. So, oh, the sun is peeping out. It's been such a cloudy day. I'm gonna apply that onto the lips. There's the moisture. Ugh. Okay, and then for a base, I'm gonna use the EMBRYOLISSE Lait-Crème Concentré. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this on my fingertips. Not too much, just enough for some moisture. I like to rub it between my fingers, and then I'm just gonna press this like around my mouth where I'm the most dry. That's kind of just where I wanna focus it because that's just where my dryness exists. And then I'm gonna take the AURIC Glow Lust. This one's in the shade Selenite, and I'm gonna take this just a little bit goes a long way with this, and I'm going to use that on the more high points of my face to inject that glow. So I'm basically just patting that around my cheekbones and also my forehead. I'm trying to just avoid like my most porous area here. And speaking of pores, there's this new product from Benefit. This is the Porefessional Super Setter. And I really want to try this today to use it at the end. But it was funny because with it, they sent their Porefessional primer, which is something I've sworn off always because you guys know how I feel or have felt about these like more silicone-y feeling primers in the past. But I was like, maybe I'll just try this today since they're definitely one of the OGs with this style primer. So I thought, what the heck, no time like the present. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this. Ugh, I hate the feeling. Truly the tiniest bit, and just apply that over my pores. And on my nose as well. Just kind of whoop, pressing that in. Yeah, it looks great. Well, there we go, guys. We've hydrated where we need to. We've done a little bit of pore filling. I'm actually gonna stop there and go onto the brows. I'm gonna fill in my brows before I do anything else, just because technically, with this brow freeze and these setting products, you're supposed to be using it on a clean face. So I'm gonna do my best to not disobey all of the rules with it and just use this. The Anastasia Brow Freeze. It's been a delightful little product. You guys know I have been using and testing out a few different brow products. My Got2b Brow Gel, the Refi Brow Sculpt, all of these things are so great. I feel like the Brow Freeze is kind of it's just been a fun little product I'm using. I like that it's clear. Both the Got2b and the Refi come out with a more white color. So I find that because of that, if you have product on your face prior, like even your skincare, or if there's just product buildup on your brush, which is what I'm experiencing currently. Oh God, I really slicked that. Ooh, it's extra slicked. I didn't mean it for it to be so slicked. Because of that, it can kind of just not set completely, and that's where you get that like balling up of product. Whereas if you have a clear product, it's just a little bit easier to avoid that. So for that reason, I do really appreciate the Brow Freeze. Speaking of brows, I did actually recently pick up the Anastasia Brow Pen. I've actually been seeing this floating around recently and I wanted to try it, especially because I am using the Brow Freeze. So I thought, oh, well, we are on this brow pen train. Let's give it a test. I do have a few drugstore versions as well that I want to test out. Wow, this one is poppin'. Poppin'! Okay, so I have the shade Taupe and I want to use this to just basically draw on some hairs. So I've actually already been using this a little bit, and the only struggle I have with the brow pens is that sometimes it's not always like a clean, slick stroke, and it'll kind of like, it puts like dots, it kind of like spits out product and it ends up being dotty, if that makes sense. Whereas if you're using like your typical brow pencil or a pomade and you're drawing it on with a brush, it's not like spitting out product. I just find the dispensing of the pens in general to just not give you like a consistent line. But that also just could be my lack of ability in terms of applying, because there's so many people who apply the pens and they work just fine. So I don't know, man, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just a gal here playing with makeup. So sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know if the camera will be able to pick up on this, Dan, if you can zoom in or not, but this is what I mean where I'm applying it in a stroke and it just ends up putting dot, 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 dot instead of a line. And that's what pisses me off with the pens. So that's that. I'm just gonna use my good old faithful Dior Brow Styler pen. I also think that sometimes it's worth noting that even though we have like a foolproof product that works for us, like for example, my Benefit Precisely, my brow pencil, or this Dior Brow Styler, I love them. They work so well for me and I have a brow routine that just works. But there's always this pressure on YouTube and social media and whatnot, and just like being a consumer in general, there's always so much pressure to just use what's new, like this new shiny brow product, I must try it, I simply must. And so sometimes I sit here and I'm like, wow, I just bought all the money that I've spent and wasted on products that don't necessarily work for me just for the sake of trying them when I have products that already work so well. It's like you end up spending money on these new products just for the sake of them being new when your process is not broken. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Sometimes I'm like, oh, my brow pencils work great. Why do I keep trying to find these other new ways when I like my brows just as they are? The brow wax, however, that is different. A stronger hold needed to come into existence, so that's exciting. But as far as the brow pens and pencils and whatnot, I think I'm just a pencil gal. and that's just the way it's gonna be. So the brows are done, and it's actually nice taking that little break because while I was doing my brows, the primers had their time to kind of set in and soak into the skin, which is lovely. Now, speaking of new products, I had to try it. I had to try it. This actually came in the mail. Marc Jacobs Beauty sent their new Cafe line. This is the Omega X3. Can we just talk about this packaging for a second? This is their little bronzer, blush, and highlight trios. This is in the shade Tantastic. This packaging is so gorgeous, and they actually sent this is really funny and really sweet. They sent me a little note saying, we know you're sad about the Airbrush, but hope these new Marc Jacobs treats perk you up. And I thought that was so sweet because if you guys missed it on Instagram, I was talking about how they discontinued the Air blushes, my Flesh and Fantasy blush, which I love so much. And it's really sad. And Marc Jacobs, though I appreciate the stunning packaging and beauty of this product, it is not indeed a replacement for the blush. So I hope, I mean, maybe someday, this packaging can stay. I think we can all appreciate this beauty. If Marc Jacobs made blushes with this packaging, I would not complain whatsoever. However, products like these, there's always gonna be one product that I'm not using, or one product or one shade that doesn't work for me. And so I don't often, I feel like makeup palettes, face palettes and things like the Hourglass palettes, like those are kind of things of the past. Maybe, correct me if I'm wrong. I just feel like I'd always rather curate my own selection of shades for the most part, because when you're spending a lot of money on something like this, and if there's one shade you're not using, it just makes that price not worth it, you know? So that's generally how I feel about face palettes like these. So Marc Jacobs, please bring back some kind of blush. I hope to see blushes from you in the future. But let's talk about this. This is the Extra Shot Caffeine Concealer and Foundation. I'm actually really excited about this. This is one of those products that's marketed as like a multi-use product. You can curate the kind of coverage that you need. I like that it has the caffeine to awaken the skin. They've got an excellent shade range in this. Also, I really appreciate when brands send these little info packs in the PR. So it's got caffeine, oat extract to calm and soothe the skin, and 5 forms of coconut to hydrate and nourish the skin. So that's exciting. A really exciting launch. They sent 2 shades here, light 180 and medium 200. Let's crack it open. I haven't even opened this yet. Oh yeah. That's really pretty. Is it just a big doe foot? Okay, cool. Ooh, smells nice. I like the looks of that. Okay, so let's give it a test. I'm gonna start with medium 200, just because light seems quite light. You can pretty much blend this out however you wish. I like to use a sponge, so I did prepare my beauty blender for this, but I'm gonna start with medium. Yeah, nice. And I'm going to focus that on the outer portion of my face where I have all the patches and discoloration on my cheeks. I've got a crazy rash breakout on my forehead right now. I'm not gonna lie, the last like 2 weeks of my life have been a little interesting. I've been eating a lot of bad food. How ironic after last week's video where I was talking about health, but I promise it's getting back on track. So that's the remnant milky rash, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to blend this out with the sponge and see how she rolls. Honestly, I was expecting a much more full coverage right off the hop, but I'm actually pleased to see how light that is. Especially because I'm using it with the sponge. The sponge is always going to give it a lighter coverage. If you wanted more full coverage, you could use a brush, and that kind of just packs it on a little bit more, but I always love to use a much more light finish for my foundation. So we could probably go in with a brush after to use the concealing element of this. It's just natural. It's just such a natural finish. That was actually like almost a perfect shade match for me. I've got a little peeling, congealing tan on at the moment, but we can just look past that. I'm gonna take the light shade now and use that kind of on the inner portion of my face. Like, look at my bags right now. Wait. Ooh, that's pretty light. I don't know. I'm gonna do the little whoop, the highlighting and lifting the eye trick. Put that on the center. I think I'm just gonna take a little bit more of the medium and just mix that with it. I'm really focusing it here because this is just where my breakouts are bad on my face. right here on my cheek. I mean, right now on my forehead for sure. But for some reason, I just get it really bad right here on my cheeks where my pores are bad. And I'm just going to blend that out. And sometimes I don't like to shove my sponge like right into my eyeball, so I'll just take my finger and kind of guide the product up into this inner portion of my eye. And the heat of your fingers nicely blends the product into your skin as well. It's a little bit dry looking around my eyes. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like the pigment is just curdling on top. Like, it's really, really dry. Just right here around my eyes. So weird, it just curdled. So I've tried to pick away most of the curdling balls right around here. It's so odd, it's just right here. So odd. I'm gonna give my face a little just spritz of Fix Plus. I usually like to do that in between layers of makeup anyway. I just find the more moisture for me, the better. I'm gonna take some of the DANESSA MYRICKS Contour Balm. This one's in the shade Light 2. I'm gonna start with a really small amount. I like how light this formula is, and you can really nicely build it up and blend it out, which is great to prevent from going too bold with the product. Like, how pretty is that? It's such a gorgeous, gorgeous product and formula. I'm gonna take a little bit of this on my chin, and for me, like, I don't know about you guys, when my tan is curdling off, my face and neck are the first things to go. That's what I'm washing the most intensely, if you will. And so it'll kind of like curdle up these neck tendrils, if that makes sense. And so I like to take bronzer, contour, whatever you're using, and just, sorry, I'm like stabbing my throat. I just like to apply that like in these crevices in the neck, and it kind of helps to make the curdling tan a little bit more natural. It just like continues it up the neck, if that makes sense. Putting a little bit of that up here on the forehead as well. I love that contour so much. I am still gonna go in with bronzer. This is my Benefit Hoola. I'm gonna stop saying that it's the bronzer I'm trying to use up. I'm just gonna start saying it's the product I'm gonna have forever, because it's still here. 2 years later, it's still here. And I'm gonna use that to add a little bit more warmth. And honestly, like, Hoola is kind of my perfect like summer tanned shade. So I'm definitely using a lighter hand with this, taking a little bit of product because it does go a long way, clearly, and just blending that out over the entire face just to warm up the skin a little bit more. I always love a healthy bronzed look. It just makes me feel the most alive looking, bringing some warmth into my face and into my cheeks. And sometimes I'll take a bigger brush and apply that like all down my chest as well. But I do think I'm gonna wear a little high neck top today, so I'm just not worrying about that. I've also mentioned this tons of times before, but I like to use powder down my nose. So I just take a small little brush with the Hoola and just blend it out. For highlight, I'm gonna take a little bit of my DANESSA MYRICKS Tiara Vision Flush. Love this highlight. I'm just gonna take a bit of it on the back of my hand so I don't have to re-dip too many times, and just take the smallest amount with my finger and just blend that on the high points of my cheekbones. I do this really quickly. I'm gonna take a little bit of that and just whoop down my nose as well. Then I'm gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury powder, and I'm gonna use this to powder the center of my face, right underneath my eyes, and on this very porous area, and just a little bit on my chin. Okay, so the next product I want to use is really exciting. This is the VIEVE by Jamie Genevieve. They came out with blushes, and the package came in the sweetest. Oh my god, how cute is it? I got PR from VIEVE. Jamie, thank you so much. And in the pouch here, there's this gorgeous, gorgeous photo of Jamie. Hello. 5 shades of the blush. So beautiful. Naturally, I am very excited and gravitating towards this Pesca. Oh my god, and Cherub. Like, yes, yes, get on my body. A beautiful note with calligraphy. How gorgeous is that? And then they also sent a Smith brush. Oh my god, you guys know how much I love my Smith brushes. They sent a blush brush to go with it. How nice is that? So this is the Smith 118 brush. So exciting. And then she sent 3 of the shades. I'm going to assume it's the 3 lighter shades. Let's see. They sent Pesca, Sorbet, and Piazza. Very nice. Okay, Well, I'm gonna rub Pascal all over my body. I'm so excited. I've seen this on Instagram so much already. This is the packaging here. There we go. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited to have this in the summer. That is so beautiful. Jamie, thank you so much. So I'm gonna take the blush. Wow, this brush is so nice too. Oh my God, look at that color. That is so beautiful. What a beautiful, beautiful peachy shade. Oh, I applied a lot on that side, whoops. How pretty is that shade? Oh, it's so nice. That is absolutely gorgeous. VIEVE, thank you. Jamie, bless you. This is gorgeous. Okay, so now that the face makeup is all done, I'm gonna take that Porefessional setting spray. Give it a test spray. Oh, that's a really nice fine mist. Beautiful, okay. It's like a continuing spray, like you do a long spray of it and it keeps going. It's not just a squirt. Oh my God, I could spray this on forever. It actually smells really nice. Oh, I totally forgot to show you. This is what came with this Super Setter spray. In the PR box, that's me. So cute, it has my little name on the coffee cup there. 16-hour wear, it says it's alcohol-free, waterproof, smudge-proof, and sweat-proof. I think the fact that it is alcohol-free is really big. Often in setting sprays like this, alcohol is a very large portion and first main ingredient, so love to see that. And it leaves your skin feeling smooth, refreshed, and hydrated. So I'm gonna keep playing with that. I'm gonna keep this on the desk, very exciting. Thank you, Benefit, for that. That felt, honestly, it felt so nice. For the eyes, I don't really have anything new to talk about, honestly. I'm just gonna dip into my AURIC Defiance Smoke Reflect. This lovely everyday shade. I'm just gonna take a little bit and kind of use it to intensify the lash line. I don't want anything too crazy today. And then just the excess, I'm just kind of fluffing it around my crease. Just boop, boop, boop. And then I'm just taking a little bit of the lid topper and just putting a little sparkle onto the eyelids. So nice and soft for an everyday look. You know what? I lied. I actually want something a little bit warmer. Just because this blush and everything is so nice and warm on the face, I want something to kind of blend it in a little bit. So I'm gonna take this shade from it's caramel, sorry, caramel from the Victoria Beckham Tweed palette. I'm just gonna blend that into the crease. I feel like that ties it together a little bit better. Let's go in with mascara. This is my Marc Jacobs at Lash'd. I'm gonna put a nice little coating of this on. And I do kind of want a little bit of bottom lash action, so I'm gonna go in with my MAC Gigablack Extended Play Mascara. And I apply it, and then I just take my finger and wiggle it along the bottoms, just because my lower lashes seem to be longer than my upper lashes, and I will get raccooning no matter what. For the lips, I'm gonna take my Victoria Beckham 02. And then I actually picked up the new Charlotte Tilbury Hyaluronic Happikiss color bombs. So many of you guys were tagging me in these when they launched. I was like, okay, I hear you, I'll buy more lip balms. I picked up two of the shades. I got Pillow Talk and Enchanting Kiss. I think I want to try, you know what, maybe I'm gonna need something peachy. Maybe pink won't work so well because we do have such a pinky blush, but I'll try it on anyway just to show you guys, and if we need something a little bit more peachy, I can do that after. Oh, sorry, how rude of me. This is the packaging. It actually, okay, this is gonna sound really like snooty, but it actually feels like really cheap, light plastic packaging, and that's very odd for Charlotte Tilbury because normally her packaging always feels very luxe. That's interesting. Let's put on Pillow Talk. Oh my God. How gorgeous though. That is like, it's a very thick balm. You guys know how I feel about lip balms. I think there's so many fabulous lip balms like in the drugstore and affordable makeup world that it's definitely not necessary to spend money to get a good lip balm, but that's a gorgeous shade. I love everything from the Pillow Talk range, honestly. I can't tell, do I need something peachy or is this pink okay? I just wiped a little bit of the balm off and I'm just taking my Revlon Dewy Peach lip balm. Speaking of affordable, fabulous lip balms, I'll take it. And this, my friends, is the finished makeup look. The makeup on the skin honestly looks so flawless. The foundation and everything has settled in so well. And other than the little blunder, that was so weird around the eye because it's pretty much gone away. Like, it hasn't settled into anything. It's looking good. I don't know what happened there. I'm gonna try it again without the Porefessional primer, but other than that, it's really promising. I'm excited to keep using it. The blushes are fabulous. Really excited about this setting spray. I'm gonna really quickly get dressed. BRB, let me try a snap. Did it work? I wasn't able to line myself up. I don't know if that works so well. All right, guys, the makeup's on. We are dressed, feeling more alive. Thank you so much for getting ready with me today. I hope that you enjoyed this look. I hope you enjoyed taking a peek at some very exciting new products. Sorry, I had to untuck myself there. Some very exciting new pieces of jewelry. Thank you so much again to Miss Soma. I'm really thrilled about these. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you do like Get Ready With Me videos, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you all very soon for a new video. Bye!